I think like the first thing I ever climbed, I was like a junior in high school, but it was like a pretty like chill thing, like not technical by any means. Older and like got more independence and was like able to drive and stuff. My friends and I like liked adventuring and like exploring and stuff, and then we just kept going like further from home, and we always loved like looking at maps and stuff. So it'd be like, oh, like there's this peak on this map, like let's just like figure out how to get to the top. You know, all the areas in Washington, they could like assemble a list of like what they thought were the 100 highest peaks, and this was called like the Buldger List. And last summer, I had read about two people, Jason Hardrath and Nathan Longhurst, who were like the first two people to like ever climb the 100 highest peaks in a summer. I didn't really want to do a lot of stuff by myself, so I was like trying to find partners through Instagram and like online and stuff. It's like the first day, I was meeting this guy Ross, who like I never met in person. Like I'd only met him over Instagram, and we like did like a video call one day. He was meeting him at this trailhead, which was like 8 hours from my house, and I got there at like 9 or 10 p.m. I don't know, it was at least dark. And right off the bat, I like twisted my ankle really bad. Basically, the day was just like the longest day I'd ever had, actually, like up until that point. It was like a 20-hour day, and like we got caught in like a snowstorm, and then like we were just like bushwhacking through hours in the dark through like really soaking wet brush. At one point, it was like snowing, and we were like kind of like rock scrambling on some stuff, and like it was getting slipperier, and like the rocks were getting cold, and I was like, wow, like I've never really done anything like this. Like this is like kind of like more dangerous than I thought it would be. Yeah, I just remember telling myself like, oh, this is what I want to do. Like this is what I want to do. Like, I'm not miserable. Like this is what I want to be doing. And it was like probably like the most technical thing I was going to be doing so far. Like a mile and a half of like ridge traversing, which like most of it was like rock climbing, like you know, really exposed, like loose rock and stuff. And I remember just like how like much energy it took to like be focused the whole time. You couldn't really like use a rope for a lot of it because like you would just be taking so long like placing protection. At some point we did pull out the rope, and there was like this pretty weird problem we ran into where it was like the ridge kind of like out of like climbable space, so we had to like descend this other way, and there was like this snow right up next to the rocks, and I was able to like lower myself into the middle of the snow and like creep along the edge of the rocks. I put him on belay, so I had like an anchor and stuff on this side. Flicks the rope over the edge of the snow, so it's like sitting between the snow and the rocks. And he takes a step. Well, first there's like, it's like 20 meters of rope out, nothing in between us. So if he falls, he's gonna fall like the entirety of the rope length, which is like 60 feet. And he takes a step, and he immediately falls. But like, because he flicked the rope over the edge of the snow, it just like bit into the snow and like caught him, because it was like so steep and there was like kind of a lip to it. So he only fell like a few meters and was caught by the snow.